Hello my dear students, welcome back to you all for online video classes conducted by the prestigious Dr. Viswasai SRK School, and I wish all are you safe at home. And yes, in last class we have taught you up to, and he is a huge fan for English Premier League, and when he sent to mainstream school, he studied in mainstream school is financial planning and real estate, and it gave him independent. He already expressed his gratitude towards their parents, that their parents took a best decision in his life is making him to join in mainstream school. So let me continue from that onwards. And Nick, who was teased and bullied, had an electric wheelchair for mobility and team of carers to help him. And here he was teased and bullied by his co-students. When he went to school, he was definitely bullied and teased by co-students, and he was teasing, and they are teasing like that, showing like this, see, hey you, a torso, see, we have hands and legs, you don't have anything, like that those people are teasing. He was suffered a lot, and he had an electric wheelchair for mobility. If he wanted to move somewhere to here to there, and he had an electric wheelchair for mobility purpose, for moving purpose. Here mobility is nothing but a movement, and a team of carers to help him, and whatever he wanted to do something, his parents arranged a team of carers like nurse and somebody, the people who are looking good, the people. So those are paid caretakers. His parents arranged paid caretakers to Nick Vujicic whatever the things that he wanted to do. Yes, I was deeply depressed when I was 8 years old, he said. I went to my mom and crying, and I told her that I wanted to kill myself. He was deeply depressed. After he came to school, he thought many times that he was deeply depressed because he was teased and bullied at the school. Why he was deeply depressed? Because he was teased and bullied at the school by his co-students, by his co-friends. That's why he felt very sad, and at age of 8 years old, and he went to his mother and he told his mother that, Mom, I wanted to kill myself. I can't live in this world. I can't sustain in this world. Please give me permission to kill myself. Did anyone ask permission, parents' permission, when they are going to kill themselves? But Nick is not like that. Nick had a knowledge that what he wanted to do, because his parents struggled him a lot to brought him up, so that's why he asked his parents permission. Mom and Dad, could you please give me permission to kill myself? Do you think his parents accepted? No, not at all. His parents won't accept, and they make him pacify, and they started explaining everything. Don't worry my child, we are here to help you, your friends are here to help you, we arranged a team of carers and everything they told. Yes, and I felt cold and bitter. I hated God for doing this to me, and I felt cold and bitter. Here cold and bitter means in the sense disappointed. He was disappointed a lot due to he was teasing or bullied by his co-friends, and he hated God many times that, oh God, what happened? Why did you give birth to me like this, without arms and legs? He hated God for doing this to him. Now the question for you, my dears, what had God done to Nick Vujicic? We need to write, God gave birth to Nick Vujicic without arms and legs. That is absolutely right answer. Yes, and I was terrified of what would happen when my parents were not there to look after me. And he was terrified, and he was afraid of many times that when my parents were not there to look after me, what would be my position? Here look after is nothing but taking care. When his parents were not there, what about my position? He thought many times, he was afraid of many times that, and unless if any parents are there in place of my parents, they thrown me in garbage, they thrown me in dustbin without any doubt. But my parents were not like that. And I would be very terrified that if my parents were not there, what would be my position? Yes, of course. And I could brush my own teeth with a wall mounted brush and wash my own hair with a pump action soap, but there was so much that impossible for me. And he could brush his own teeth with a wall mounted brush. Imagine that this is a wall mounted brush. If this brush was stitched to the wall, and he could go very close to that brush, when his parents put paste on that brush, he went very close to that and he did like this. Can you imagine how hard it is, how difficult it is to brush himself without touching that brush, without touching the brush with his own hands, without helping the parents and co-friends and team of carers? Do you imagine that situation, how he could brush his own teeth like this? Impossible. And he could do bathing with a pump action soap, and he shared only two things which is impossible for him, which is possible for him. And still many things are there which is not at all possible for him to do many things, but he did not share with that. We can understand ourselves. Still there are so many impossible things for me to do. Yes, at age of 10, Nick tried to drown himself in the bath, but luckily the attempt was unsuccessful. At age of 8 years old, he asked his parents permission to kill himself. But at age of 10, without concerning his parents, he tried to drown himself in the bath. But luckily the attempt was unsuccessful. Finally his father came. His father found him that his son is dipping into the water and he is committing suicide without asking their consent, without asking their permission. And his father pulled his head out and asked him, "My dear son, why did you do this? What happened to you? Why did you commit suicide? We told you many times that don't commit suicide, but what happened to you?" See, if the normal people like us wanted to commit suicide, we need to go to long bridge, we need to search in a deep well, we need to go to sea or somewhere to jump into the water. But Nick, as per his height, he selected a bathtub to commit suicide. See how silly it is. For us it is silly, for him it is very disappointing. See the situation. Yes. And when his dad asked him, "Why did you do this?" and he told like this, "I felt there was no purpose. I felt there was no purpose. God has given birth to the people for many reasons, but God has given me birth without any reason. I don't have any special purpose. I don't know why God gave birth to me." Impossible. And when you lack purpose and strength, if I wanted to do something, I don't have any lack of strength, I don't have any purpose to do something, it is hard to hold on. When the time it is hard to hold on means it is hard to live in this world, it is hard to sustain in this world. I can't sustain in this world, I can't live in this world anymore. That's why I commit suicide. And yes, but with the help of his family, friends, religion, Nick managed to pull through, become an international symbol of triumph over adversity. But with the help of his family, friends, religion, and he managed to pull through. Pull through means he recovered from his failure and he got success and he became an international figure. And though he had many difficulties, though he had many adversities, finally he had won and finally he had victorious towards his career to choose as a motivational speaker. He is a world renowned motivational speaker. If he gave motivational speeches, lakhs of people will be in the stands to listen. He make everybody pleasant with his motivational speeches. Many companies, that software people who had many troubles in their life, had hired him, had invited him to give motivational speeches towards the people. They paid lakhs of rupees, they paid millions of dollars for him to give motivational speeches. That is the situation, my dears. Yes. And when I was 13, I read a newspaper article about a disabled man who had achieved managed great things and helped others, said Nick. When he was 13 years old, he read a newspaper article about a disabled man, and that disabled man also achieved many great things than him, and he also helped somebody to make their life best. Then imagined he, if a person, disabled person, can do many things, achieved many things, why can't I? Why shouldn't I? Even I am a disabled person. If a disabled person can do many things, why can't I do? First he hated God. Now he felt thanks to the God. He shows his gratitude towards the God. Yes, God has given me special birth. This is the special birth. Yes, I realized why God had made us like this, to give hope to others. It was so inspirational to me that I had decided to use my life to encourage other people and give them the courage that the article had given me. First he hated God. Now he realized why God had made him like that. He wanted to give hope to others. the people who are on the edge on committing suicide. He is the one and only hope. He is the last ray of hope. He is the last ray of hope. When he started giving motivational speeches explaining about his own life, how many hurdles, how many difficulties, how many adversities he had faced in his whole life, at least 10% will people understood that if a normal people like us, if a disabled people can do like this, like Nick, why can't we do? Why we are committing suicide? Many people will think. They had a chance to think. That is the reason he decided, yes, I decided my life to encourage other people. However, the article had given me, today the article had given me the courage. I wanted to give the same courage to the people. Yes. And I decided to be thankful for what I do have, not get angry about what I don't. Now he decided to be thankful what I have. And he had a good health, good body without limbs. Okay na? And for that he felt very happy. Sorry dears. And he did not get angry about what he don't. He did not get angry about what are the things that he don't have. And yes, I looked at myself in the mirror and said, you know what, the world is right. And that I had no arms and legs, they will never take away the beauty of my eyes. I wanted to concentrate on something good that I had. Every world knew about my details, means I don't have arms and legs. I don't have arms and legs. They knew that. But other than that, I have a beautiful eyes. People don't know that. I wanted to concentrate that something good I had. Do you think that he is going to make his eyes beautiful with using mascara, eyelashes or something else? No. He wanted to show his real feelings when he spoke to the people who are in front of others with his motivational speeches. Yes, the challenges in our lives are strengthen our convictions. The challenges in our lives are strengthen our convictions, and they are not to run us over. And said Nick, challenges. God has conducted many tests for all the people, that to test our life, how the people they are. And God has tested our patience, whether these people will be hold on or not. Like that, God has conducted many tests for many people. The challenges, those are called challenges. The challenges in our lives are strengthen our convictions. Because of those challenges, people believe their own conviction. People believe their own beliefs. Otherwise, people cannot hold in this world. Yes, and they are not to trouble us. And in 1990, Nick won Australian Young Citizen Year of the Year for his bravery and perseverance. Because of these two reasons, he got Nobel Peace Prize in 1990 and Australian Young Citizen Year of the Award. What are the two reasons that he got that? His perseverance. Perseverance means determination, not stopping anything, not chicken out. And some people, because of afraid something, and they won't do anything, they show their back to something. But perseverance is not like that. Continuous effort, determination, dedication. Yes, because of these two reasons, he got Nobel Peace Prize award. And once in a car, I was in a car, a girl at traffic lights was looking at me interestingly. She could see only my head, and I decided to do 360-degree spin in the car to freak her out. Her face was like, oh, what is going on? She sped off really quickly. And he shared his funny incident that, imagine that he is on a car, in his seat, and the girl came in a scooty in the traffic lights. The red signal came and all the vehicles stopped, and there is a scooty, and very close to that scooty, and on that scooty there is a girl, and very close to that scooty his Nick car is there, the driver is there, he was sitting in back seat, and yes, she saw only his head, because he is not more height than the seat. And he also looked at her, what she is doing interestingly, and she is also looking interestingly on him, because what is this? Only head appeared. Is this the man or any creature? The girl had a doubt on his body, because she could see only his head. He also understood that this goal is looking at me interestingly. To make her shock, to make her afraid, he did a 360-degree car in his seat. This is called 360-degree. Imagine when you are in a car seat, it is impossible for you to turn your body into 360 degrees. You can turn back like this or front like this. Do you rotate your body in a car seat? If you are try to stood, and there will be a rooftop for you. But Nick, because of his height, he can do 360 degrees in his car to freak around. He did a 360 degrees car in freak, and he suddenly looked at her. Oh, he said like that. And that girl was afraid of that. What is this man? This man is rotating his complete body. In olden movies, we could see that the devils, the monsters, they turned their head completely into 360 degrees. But this guy do. And that's why she got shocked. And she sped off really quickly from that place. She escaped from that place really quickly, afraid of that situation. Nick began traveling the world in 2008, and he went to Hawaii and met a surfing master, Bethany Hamilton, and who had her arm bitten by a shark when she was 12. Nick began traveling the world in 2008. 2008 he started his career to travel the world to give motivational speeches. And in 2008 he went to Hawaii. He met a surfing master who is named as Bethany Hamilton. Remember the name, Nana? Bethany Hamilton. She is a surfing master, and she is also a disabled person. When she was 12, when she was surfing, a shark came suddenly, and a shark attacked his body, and her arm was bitten by a shark. She is also a disabled person. Being as a disabled person, he selected only disabled person. For that there is a valid reason. There is a valid reason. Do you know that? I am a disabled person, and someone is a disabled person. A disabled person can understand a disabled person very easily. They knew the struggles, how they struggled in their life, how the hurdles has going to face there. But imagine that if a Nick selected me as his surfing master, whatever I said he couldn't do, and if he could not do, then I am ready to shout him, hey you stupid, what did I taught you? What did you do? Then I will definitely shout, because I don't know the suffering. Being as a disabled person, how should I know the disabled person's sufferings? He knew that. That's why he selected only a disabled person as his surfing master. Because he was very fond of surfing, like EPL, English Premier League. She was amazing, said Nick. She was amazing means not in the beauty. The way she teaches how to surf with a lot of patience, with a dedication, with a determination, with a disciplined manner. He liked it very much. And she was amazing, he said. Not beauty, not in the sense of beauty. And she taught me how to surf. I was terrified at first. First I was terrified. First I was afraid to do surfing on the board. Standing on the surfing board, they wanted to go in the waves, Nana. I think you might have seen in movies, in the beaches, they hold a long carrying surfing board, and they went on the surfing board, standing on that. Is it possible for a normal people cannot do, but see, he is a disabled person, he tried to do something on his surfing board. Yes, and first he was terrified, but once he got up that, and he felt absolutely fantastic. Once he learned how to stand on the surfing board, how to manage his weight, and he felt absolutely fantastic. And he caught some waves pretty well, and he said himself that even I caught waves. See, he is imagining himself in a such a manner that like exaggeration, exaggeration, without arms and legs, how he could catch waves, but he is in his mind, he is an exaggeration manner. I caught some waves, it means in the sense when he was doing surfing, waves came and touched his body. Yes. And Nick quickly learned how to do 360-degree spin in his carboard on his spin on board, a feat that got him on the cover of Surfer magazine within 48 hours. No one has ever done that history in the surfing master. And he said, but I have very low center of gravity, I have got a pretty good balance. And he said that, and within 48 hours his photo came on a surfing magazine within 40 hours. No one has ever done in the history of surfing. It is impossible, even for a normal people, but he did So that's why his photo came in a surfing magazine. Okay, Nick Vujicic, unstoppable. The title is unstoppable. So see, when the people asked him, how did you do within a 48 hours? How did you learn the surfing master and everything, this surfing and everything? He said that I have a low center of gravity. If a normal people like us, we wanted to hold our heads, we wanted to balance our body, our heads and hands and everything, but he cannot. He couldn't do anything. He is simply sitting on the surfing board, and a belt was attached to his hip, and he can go comfortably. He has visited different countries all over the world. The football fan is now a motivational speaker. He is a motivational speaker, famous motivational speaker. He traveled to over 24 countries speaking to groups of 1,10,000 people. The highest number of people that he is speaking is 1,10,000 people in one stadium. 1,10,000 people he spoke to, even in 24 countries. And he moved to Los Angeles in 2007 and planned to continue to travel the world. In 2009, he visited South America and the Middle East. In 2008, he met Kana Miera, a beautiful young girl whose mother was Mexican, father was Japanese. These are the special qualities mentioned by Kana Miera. Mother was Mexican, father was Japanese, such a traditional girl. And attended to a meeting where Nick was the guest speaker in Texas. And he is the guest speaker. He is the guest speaker, Nick Vujicic. And she went there. And she was attracted to Nick's message. Whatever the message given by Nick, and she was attracted. Kanye was attracted to Nick's message. From that time onwards, they were in touch with each other. They shared their ideas and giving hope to others, the needy, and they became a very close friends. And finally, they fell in love in 2008. Fell in love, and their engagement happened in August 2011. And from that time onwards, they became a very close friends. They fell in love finally. Their engagement happened in 2011. Nick put the engagement ring on a Kanye finger with his mouth, because he don't have arms and legs now. He don't have arms. He can't hold anything. With his mouth, and he put a ring on Kanye's finger. And then he said the most beautiful words every girl wants to hear coming out from the man's mouth is, and baby, I love you. He said the words when when he put the finger on her mouth, on her finger, and he said the most beautiful words, baby, I love you. And Nick and Kanye got married on February 12, 2012, and February 13, 2013, they were blessed with the birth of a healthy baby boy. They were blessed with the birth of a healthy baby boy, not like a Nick, and with a full body. And these two people wrote again, Nick and Kanye wrote an inspirational book, and the book name is Love Without Limits, and it was published together, they wrote together, and it was published in 2014. And if I fail, I try again and again. If you fail, are you going to try again? And Nick is asking a question to the people. If I fail to do something, I try again and again and again. Do you try again and again? The human spirit can handle much worse than we realize. Human spirit, human soul can handle much worse what we think. Okay na? Our thinking is very bad, but our mind can do anything. So that is the situation. It matters how you are going to finish. Are you going to finish strong? Said Nick. Many people are afraid to start something, and they finish it. Even they finish it with afraid of with fear also. But the starting is not at all important. The finishing is important. According to Nick, how you finish that point is an important thing. Yes, I'll tell people keep on getting up when they fall, and to love always themselves, he said. And he encouraged the people, whenever you fail, whenever you fall, you always love yourselves. You always love yourselves. Don't hate yourself. Means in the sense when you fail. Love always yourself when you fail, when you fall. And if I encourage just one person, and then my job in this life is done. If I encourage just one person through my motivational speeches, my life job is done. That is the decision that he took in his life, and that is the thing, and God has given, that is the purpose God has given birth in this world to Nick Vujicic, to give motivational to others, to encourage other people, to give them the hope other people. And see, if a normal people give motivational speeches like us, people can't hear. Whatever he don't have, even we too don't have. if a disabled person can give motivational speeches, at least 10% people will think. If a disabled person can do many things, why can't we do? That is the situation. And this article came in a Daily Mail on 1st July 2009, and this is reading a attitude is altitude. Learn the synonyms and antonyms and vowel clusters, all the vocabulary part. When you go through the reading a line to line, it is very easy for you to make comprehension questions and also vocabulary questions. And learn incidents year wise, what happened to Nick when he was 18 months, 6 years old, 8 years old, 10 years old and 13 years old. We will meet you next class, my dear students, and I wish you a very happy and prosperous life. Stay home and stay safe. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. See you. Bye bye.